Welcome back to the show. Time now to bring in our good buddy from the Houston Chronicle, Adam Coleman. Adam has given us some great insight all year long. Thanks for joining us, Adam.
Matt, always a pleasure, man. Thank you for having me.
You bet. And I have to hand it to you, buddy. You told us about Cy Falls from the very beginning. Though they had no seniors in the starting lineup, you mentioned they would be a team to watch. Are you surprised they were able to break through with their first state championship the first time they were in San Antonio?
No, man, I'm definitely not surprised at all. I think a lot of people felt like they might falter against Dallas Skyline, considering the style that Skyline plays with. They like to hold the ball. I just saw it from the beginning. I think I know what this Cy Falls team had been through the previous couple of years, and this was the first year that they really had it all together in terms of health and having the pieces together. And Coach Richard Flores just had all the pieces to make it happen and make it work. They finished undefeated in district. They ran through the playoffs. They got tested. They beat some really good teams along the way, and it really just felt like the year for them. And this state championship just brings it all together, and it makes Cy Falls one of the premier basketball programs in the Houston area.
Really an impressive run, and you have to figure they are on the short list for favorites next year with all 5 starters returning. Now, Fort Bend Marshall and Brazosport came up just short, but both put together improbable runs. Give us your thoughts on the runs they had this year.
Yeah, very impressed by both teams. I think especially Brazosport, because maybe a lot of people didn't see that coming, but they play such a fun style of basketball that I'm not surprised. And they come from that district with Columbia and then some of those other teams that it's a pretty good basketball district. So while we may be surprised and maybe people didn't see them coming, they probably aren't surprised. They probably expected to get to that point. But Marshall, that's the one that's maybe a little bit heartbreaking. They had that game against Timberview. They were up in that game and they were kind of controlling it, but Timberview had a huge third quarter and kind of came back and stole that game. But great season for both teams.
All right, Adam, thanks as always for your insight. We appreciate your time.
Matt, it was so much fun, man. Thank you so much.
All right.